In this video, we're going to look at how to use technology to evaluate integrals in our section on the fundamental theorem of calculus. Now, before we do that, let's check it so we can make sure it's correct. In example 3a, it wants us to integrate from 0 to 1, 6x squared times 2x cubed plus 1 squared. This is a great opportunity for us to practice our substitution integration process. If I look at this, my inside function appears to be the 2x cubed plus 1. So we're going to let u be 2x cubed plus 1. That means the derivative of u, or differential, would be, we'd use the power rule and get 6x squared. The 1 would become 0, and that would be dx. I see here that I have my du, the 6x squared dx. That's my du. And my u is the 2x cubed. So this would become, if we use substitution, the integral of just u squared du. Integrating that, we would get u cubed over 3, and then we would integrate it on those bounds. But let's resubstitute back our u back in here. So we have, this is really 2x cubed plus 1 to the third power divided by 3. Now we want to integrate that from 0 to 1. So if we look at that at 1, we would substitute a 1 in here. If we substituted in a 1, we'd have 2 plus 1, or 3 cubed, divided by 3. And then if we substitute in a 0, this term becomes 0, and we just have 1 over 3. So that's 9/3 minus 1/3, or 8/3. No, it isn't 9/3, excuse me. 2 cubed is really 27. Nice. So this is 27 over 3 minus 1/3, which is 26 over 3, or 8 2/3. 8.6 repeating. Now the way we do this on Desmos is this way. Let's go to Desmos. Okay. So here I've put in my function in Desmos, and if I want to integrate this function now, I go to my second line and I go to functions. If you come down here, you're going to see the little integral tool. Yay! And we want to integrate from 0 to 1. And we called our function above f of x. So we're going to go f of x dx, so it knows to integrate that with respect to x. And then we get 8.6 repeating, which is what we got on our notes. Let's try the next problem. So here we have 2x e to the x squared from -1 to 3. But looking at this, I can see that u, if I let u equal x squared, then du would be 2x dx. And indeed, I have those in here. The 2x dx is found here. So that's my du. And this would be e to the u. So if we integrate this, we'd be integrating just e to the u, which becomes e to the u. And our u, of course, is the x squared. So we're going to have e to the x squared that we're integrating from a -1 to 3. This will become e to the 3 squared minus e to the -1 squared, which is e to the 9th minus e to the 1st. And I don't know what that is, but let's do it on the calculator. E to the 9th minus e, we get about 8100. 0.366. Let's see what Desmos says it is. So you can see if we plug in as our first function, f of x equals 2x times e to the x squared, and then we want to integrate that from -1 to 3, we use our functions ability down here to get that. And it integrates us for it, and it gives us the same answer as you can see we got in our notes. So in the link, I'm going to give you a link to how to do this on different Texas Instrument calculators so that you'll have a variety of ways you can check your work. Anyway, thanks for watching.